Hello friends, welcome into the Cowboys Report presented by The Guild. I am Tom Downey. Follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney for more Cowboys coverage. We'll start things off today with some Cowboys news, and of course, the big one is Zack Martin's rather large contract extension, a 6-year, $84 million deal, $40 million of which is guaranteed, and Zack Martin is now the highest paid offensive guard in the NFL, and actually is one of the highest paid offensive linemen in the NFL as well. He ranks behind guys like Nate Solder and Trent Williams. So among guards, here's the new deal for Zack Martin. This includes the current year, so it's actually a 7-year deal for Zack Martin with a 6-year extension, just above Andrew Norwell at $13.34 million. In terms of guaranteed money, Martin blew everyone else out of the water, and it's worth mentioning for Zack Martin, it is a longer deal, so you tend to get more guaranteed money in that scenario. Among highest paid offensive linemen, Martin is now number 3. Nate Solder, Trent Williams, the only 2 guys ahead of him, all of which, by the way, play in the NFC East. So go figure on that one. So I want to know from you guys, is Zack Martin worth the $14 million per year? It's a lot of money, and it's not quite the deal you got with Travis Frederick, and it's certainly not the deal you got with Tyron Smith, who is, frankly, wildly underpaid by the Dallas Cowboys. But I do think it's worth it. You have to pay elite talent when you have it. So, yes, you're paying a premium for Zack Martin, but you got the best guard in the NFL. That's worth about $14 million. So it's a lot, but it's worth it in the end. All right, next up, folks, on today's Cowboys Report, brought to you by The Guild. Don't forget to visit stayguild.com for 15% off your next stay when you use promo code CHATSPORTS. Think of The Guild as like a luxury Airbnb. The Cowboys worked out 5 players this week, and one of them is Paul Dawson, the former Bengals and Seahawks linebacker. This is an intriguing workout. It's the name that jumped out to me when I looked through those 5 players. He played for the Seahawks and Chris Richard last year, has had character and attitude issues in the past. That's why he hasn't become the player the talent says he can be. But much like Dewey McDonald, this is a former Chris Richard player. Jeff Knox, a linebacker, played in the CFL. McDonald spent some time with Seattle as kind of a special teams safety linebacker hybrid. Denzel Johnson spent time with the Tennessee Titans. And Jimmy Bean, it's actually the second time that the Cowboys have worked him out, a former Oakland Raiders defensive end. No one has been signed yet, but it is worth monitoring. And by the way, the Cowboys will continue to work out players between now and Week 17. They do it almost every week. One final news item for you guys, the Cowboys Cheerleader lawsuit. Cowboys are the next team to have to deal with a cheerleader lawsuit. This just shouldn't happen. Just pay the cheerleaders. The lawsuit alleges that the cheerleaders were making about $16K a year, a fraction of what the mascot is making for the Dallas Cowboys. So Erica Wilkins is suing the Dallas Cowboys, saying the Cowboys did not pay her minimum wage. The mascot makes $65K for the Cowboys, which, by the way, sign me up for this job. This would be a great job. Cowboys mascot, $65K a year to get to go to all the games and do other events. Sign me up for that one. But again, with this one, folks, just pay the cheerleaders. There should not be that big of a discussion. Shouldn't bring lawsuits. Pay them at least the minimum wage. Why are you trying to go cheap on the cheerleaders, especially when you're the Cowboys? You got plenty of money.